Attorney Paul, outsourcing po kami. Paano po kung ang regular employee namin na deploy sa client ay gustong papalitan? Since wala na kaming mapaglagyan sa kanya, ano po ang possible na gawin na hindi na need magbayad ng separation pay? And then number 2, in the event na mag-complain sa DOLE ang employee, liable din po ba ang client or ang employer lang?
So may ano lang ako, clarifications lang dito sa question mo. You said you are outsourcing BPO ba kayo? You're part of the BPO industry? O manpower?
Manpower, sir.
Manpower. Yung mga clients ninyo, local lang, nandito lang sa Pilipinas?
Yes po, correct.
Thank you for the clarification. So balik tayo sa question mo. Paano kung may regular employee kayo na dineploy nyo, tapos gustong papalitan ni client? Normal yan. Pag yung client hindi na happy or satisfied sa performance or sa quality of work being delivered by your regular employee, talaga pong nire-request ng mga clients na pwede magpadala kayo ng mas magaling, mas masipag, mas masinop, mas meticulous to details and everything, no? So, nangyayari po yan. So, ang inyong situation, wala kayong mapaglagyan doon sa regular employee nyo na pinapa-recall ng client. So, there are actually 3 ways, no? 3 ways to deal with it. The first way is kausapin nyo si employee at kausapin nyo si client and ask for a second chance, no? Sabihin nyo si employee o employee, hindi maganda ang feedback sa iyo ng client, nagre-request na ikaw ay tanggalin, palitan. Ano ba ang problem? Baka pwedeng baka pwedeng mag-improve ka, galingan mo naman, sipagan mo, agahan mo and everything, and be more courteous. And then you can ask the client na to give the employee a second chance kasi pinagsabihan nyo na, kinausap nyo na. So that's the first thing. That's really the best, no? That you mentor, you coach, you counsel, you train the employee to be a better employee, lalo na regular siya. So and then you try to convince your client. Second chance po, no? And then, kung talaga hindi talaga nag-improve, hindi na satisfy si client, then you can go to the employee. Paano? Ayaw talaga ni client, hindi ka nag-improve, etc. So, ano ngayon ang pwede nyong gawin? So, dalawa, no? Kung wala talaga kayong pwedeng mapaglagyan, that's a situation of redundancy. So, talaga pong may separation pay yan. Pag nag-layoff po kayo, permanent layoff, ang tawag dyan, matatanggalan siya ng trabaho, you are required to pay separation pay because that's a situation of redundancy. Wala na kayong mapaglagyan, no? At allowed naman po yan kasi hindi naman pwede na you have excess than what you need. But you just have to comply with the legal requirements. Ang third that you can do is to put the employee on floating status or temporary layoff. Yung temporary layoff, hindi nyo po siya tinatanggal, hindi po siya permanent layoff, hindi siya terminated. However, dahil at present, wala kayong mapaglipatan sa kanya wherein he would be required to work and render services. And of course, pag nagre-render siya ng services, kailangan may sweldo. Hindi naman pwede yung babayaran nyo siya tapos wala naman siyang trabaho, di ba? Unfair yun, no? Meron tayong principle, no work, no pay. If there's no work at hindi naman kasalanan ng employer na walang work, no pay for the employee. So you can float the employee for, as a general rule, maximum period of 6 months. No? 6 months, pwede nyo siyang ihanap. But under Department Order 174-17, which is the implementing rules and regulations for job contractors, for service contractors, or yung tinatawag nating quote-unquote manpower industry, shortened po yung period, no? Under certain circumstances, the period that is given to agencies, to manpower service providers is not the 6-month period, but the 3-month period, but under certain circumstances. So you have to check the situation whether it will fall under the general rule of the 6 months floating period or the shortened period of 3 months only. yung pong 3 months period na yon or 6 months, whichever, no work, no pay po yon. No? Hindi po siya terminated. However, ang suggestion ko po, best practice, kahit po yan ay no work, no pay, since employee nyo pa rin siya, ito po, no, strong recommendation and strong suggestion, i-continue pa rin po yung SSS PhilHealth Pag-ibig. Why? Because they are still your employee, and then select na lang yung lowest bracket. And you might say na, wala namang pagkukunan kasi wala naman siyang sweldo, no work, no pay. I-consider nyo na lang po yun na ayuda or financial assistance. Why? Because employee nyo pa rin siya. And while he's an employee, baka may mangyari sa kanyang any untoward incident or accident. Sayang naman po yun, yung hindi niya makuha yung full benefit from SSS PhilHealth and ECC. So yan. So number 2, yung second question nyo, in the event mag-complain sa DOLE ang employee, liable din po ba